and if he flicks his wing at the same time I throw a Pokeball knocked away.
Unrelated point, but I don't. This is more of
because I do not see a single goddamn Pokemon battle happening in this whole game. All I see is trainer fucking battles. I mean, just nothing but fucking trainer battles that we already said before, or that I've already said before are going to be pointless because I can just hook up a second controller.
Let me counter that
and double team fucking Brock.
Let me counter that.
Two childhood friends fight. All
Granted, A, you can do what you just said and just use it to yourself.
You have
because multiplayer and turn-based doesn't actually go together.
Don't waste your
but
time.
That's beside the point. Cuphead.
We nobodies can never hope to be somebodies.
Yeah.
Difficult game.
I would say bullshit game, but okay.
I mean,
we're not getting in that argument because I
played Toho?
We're not getting. Oh my god! Have you played Toho?
I like to have fun.
Oh,
exactly. So, anyway, Cuphead's reasonable.
So, how do you make Cuphead easy?
Riku and I.
You plug in a second controller, get your bro over, and you make Cuphead easy.
Actually, multiplayer makes it harder.
But that's just it, Sean. That game's still up to skill. We're literally talking about a game where grinding is me just randomly throwing Pokeballs at the Pokemon I think will give my team a better experience.
So I like that random encounters are gone. Because I know what Pokemon I'm going to get, which takes out the RNG of it, which, you know, on one hand, you know, I didn't really care that it was there, and it was never something that I said, this needs to be out of Pokemon now. But I enjoy that we are looking to go a different route. That's fine. I'm cool with that. That's cool. I like it. What I don't like is that, you know, I look over, I'm like, we're going to go to that Pokemon. Runs into Pokemon. Throws Pokeball. Catches Pokemon. Gains enough experience like I just fought a trainer. All my Pokemon level up.
And that's what we're talking about.
Because there's literally no risk.
Me and Riku.
Because here's the difference.
And just reward.
Well, here's the difference with what you're with the comparison that you made. Cuphead is a game that takes skill and has difficulty within that skill level. Here's the thing. There's no skill to me throwing a Pokeball at a Pikachu.
Except
there's no difficulty to me throwing a Pokeball at a Pikachu.
There is difficulty.
No.
No. There's
in the amount of time in the RNG that gets rolled, whether or not he stays in the Pokeball.
No. It's mechanic.
Whether or not I use a certain combination of items to make him just not do that.
The mechanic. Now, the demo that the Treehouse show doesn't show this mechanic, but they explain it in the full demo. And the reason this mechanic doesn't exist early is so that the players don't run into it. Later on,
this is buggy.
The mechanic. So, you just throw a Pokeball, catch a Pokemon. Later on, the Pokemon you're trying to catch will be running around and actively knocking your Pokeballs away.
You are correct.
Meaning
and now motion control is a problem.
You just made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't...
Like you just made it worse. Because that
is why it's not in the beginning of the game, because it's buggy and inconsistent as shit.
That right there, what you just said, that's dumb. That's even dumber than what I thought was going to be a thing. Which I thought we were just going to mindlessly throw Pokeballs.
No!
Because I could have told you that I expected that to happen.
You're literally saying that I have to sit there and be like, oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it.
It's timing now.
No. You have to time it right, Sean, and you have to probably angle it in a way based on the motion controls to where it hits the exact spot that you're supposed to hit where the Pokemon is standing.
Actually, in the
Treehouse demonstration, they said that there were actually different throws.
No, they just said those were for animations.
No, you have different throws. It's different animations, but the Pokeball is thrown at different heights and intervals. So later, when Pokemon start bouncing around and getting dodgy, a direct overthrow.
What you're saying is actually worse.
Not difficult.
Than just me throwing Pokeball.
It has nothing to do with skill.
Because
it is literally going to be determined on how good the motion control senses my throw.
Look, I didn't like it when I like it.
The game's not hard.
No,
period.
Look, that's not even my problem. That's not even my problem.
Game's not even remotely difficult.
That's not even my problem. The problem is that I get rewarded for something like in Pokemon, I'm okay that I get rewarded experience for catching a Pokemon. You know why? Because I have to weaken that Pokemon or use a better Pokeball, and I might even have to put it in a status element. But you know what happens while I'm trying to do those other things that's not throwing Pokeball at it and catching it? I can take damage. Like I'm in a fight. But I go into something that's not a fight. It is me throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon. Like, I don't care what it does, I'm still just throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon.
That's...
Let me finish. And I get a decent amount of experience for not fighting.
Actually, no, you don't. If you paid attention, I swear.
Hey, he caught a level 6. What was it? I watched him catch a level 6 something or another. He got some weird bonuses and gained 36 experience points. Now, you're gonna sit there and say, well, that's not... Let me finish. You're gonna sit there and tell me 36 experience isn't that much, Sean. But 36 experience is a lot when my whole team is level 6.
But actually the whole team wasn't, and that's what I was going to get into. They had a level 15 Onyx in the back of their party, and I am convinced that was only there to show when things get a high enough level, they need...
You have to catch higher level Pokemon.
Yes, you can't just
Which
grind...
literally just means that you're catching Pokemon
Carson,
later in the game.
Carson, that's my point.
There's no difficulty to throwing Pokeballs at things. So the process of me leveling is just throwing Pokeballs at things.
My problem is, every time they make a Pokemon game, I'm hoping that the next one fixes it. But like, as far as I'm concerned, I go play basically any Pokemon. Even still, I would say any Pokemon game. I can pick any of the current 7 generations. And if I play a Pokemon game, I don't know how to word that. I feel like I'm playing an RPG, but this game, I barely feel like that's even a thing. This has literally gone to the point where I can say this one is literally a Pokemon game, but not an RPG. And that should not be a distinction. Well, it's very
What do you mean, man? This is the distinction we wanted.
What?
Because you know, there's always a distinction.
Well, I mean,
We always wanted Pokemon to be Pokemon. Because Pokemon was Pokemon. Pokemon's not a RPG.
The entire reason that this game exists...
Well, you know what? I'm okay. You know what? I can sit here and be like, you know what? This game bothers me in a way that makes me say, if somebody looked at me and said, would you buy this game and play it? I would say no, for these reasons. But if you're gonna sit there and look at me and say, is this a bad Pokemon game? I would look at you and say, not if you're a casual fan who likes Pokemon Go.
Which is the entire reason...
And if that's the entire reason this game's being made, and it's not with the veteran fans in mind, that's perfectly okay. As long as the Gen 8 game coming out next year for console is a Pokemon game.
Apparently, from the way that they
we all know that this is basically a fucking tech demo to see what ideas people like to put them in Gen 8.
No!
That's okay too.
Not inherently that, as...
But if in Gen 8, when I run through wild Pokemon, I have to motion control a Pokeball at a Pokemon and catch it across the screen, I'm not gonna be happy.
Apparently, from the way other little interviews talked, Generation 8 is 100% exactly what you would expect out of standard Pokemon, and the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are just because they wanted to attract people casually playing Pokemon Go. They
You made a game so that you could market to people that played the other game, so that they might try to play the other game.
Yeah.
I need you not say that sentence like that ever again.
Like that's literally what happened here.
Yeah.
You made it you literally marketed. You're literally marketing a game that is whose literal only purpose is to
Are you
market.
happy now? There it
Oh
is.
shit, son.
So that you can market
It could be really
to the
broken,
people that
John,
play
if you don't-
I
Pokemon
just don't
Go.
like it that much.
Well, yeah, let's use names. You made a game to market Pokemon that that is marketed to Pokemon Go fans called Let's Go, so that you could turn Pokemon Go fans into Pokemon fans. You literally created a game just so you could market.
Yes.
Technically,
To market more.
Isn't that
Yes.
technically what all games are for?
No, but in this, well, yes, but in this
Well,
sense,
no, you market. Devil May Cry is to market Devil May Cry 6.
this is a weird example of they made Pokemon Go and had a bunch of casual people play Pokemon Go
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
who have never touched the main series of Pokemon in their lives.
Correct.
So, to get them into Pokemon, they made a game for the Switch that is basically, if you've played Pokemon Go but have never touched a main Pokemon game in your life, you can play this new game and see what Pokemon, the main games, are kind of like, and then maybe you'll get interested in the main series and buy those. But we made it more casual so that we can draw you in before you try a main game. That's lethal frame. It's that time stop skill.
He just does damage.
You freeze.
He just does damage.
It freezes the target in
So
place.
Sora tries to look cool.
I guess.
The target is frozen in place and damage is down.
He literally turns into Dio.
It just does damage.
He literally turns into Dio.
Yeah, I guess he does.
Yes.
Okay,
And
you
the
have
re-
to add it in.
So wonderful.
Okay, you don't have to add it in the world sound effect.
And the reason that this is broken, in LP I watched.
It's just, the only reason it's broken is because if you use it against the boss can't do anything because he can't use cards. He can't use a 0 to break it.
So
Yeah.
if you say keep using it, if you just have a bunch of say Keyblades and time cards, you could just keep using it forever.
I literally watched
and then
an
they
LP.
die.
So Sora literally turns into Dio. And
Yes!
just time stops.
But hey, right at the moment, it's not even viable because I don't have enough elixirs.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
I can't even pull this off.
But that's why I said what made it broken was when you have an entire deck. Of
I
that
will
nonsense.
give, for the sake of the argument Sean was making, I will give him that. But
And on top of that, I would just rather do Sonic Rave.
But man, Lethal Frame.
I mean, it works.
If Lethal Frame ain't in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna be mad.
It's not. It's literally not been in any other Kingdom Hearts game.
so
If Lethal Frame ain't in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm gonna be mad.
it's just the enemy is frozen
No,
and
man,
damage
that's
is
gonna be
out.
stop the Sora build. Because there's gonna be builds in Kingdom Hearts 3. And so stop the build is going to be
It's
Lethal
kind of
Frame Sora.
It's kind of another thing. How the fuck does the Keyblade thing work? I don't understand that at all.
You use the
You toggle
Keyblade a
through
bunch.
Keyblades.
When you use the Keyblade a bunch, you activate a thing, you go into the thing, you start doing whatever the special thing is, and then bam, you reset and you're back to normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
so-
it.
To go back to that Pokemon point,
Because
they
apparently you can switch Keyblades, which means that technically you
You
can...
can literally. It's
yeah,
literally.
you can literally...
There's a literally button. You press the directional button. And Sora could just Keyblades.
they made a Pokemon game that only exists to draw in the casual fans of Pokemon Go, so that maybe they'll try the RPG games. So it works like Pokemon Go, so that they'll be more familiar with the mechanics, in the vain hopes that they try it and go, wow, I want to play the main games now, and then the next year they drop a main game on Switch, and then it's like,
What? Why was like all your
Oh.
7 and 8 cards? I thought you threw out basically anything below 5.
I did. I don't have that many cards yet.
so the entire reason this game is so odd is because it's a marketing ploy for casual Pokemon Go fans.
But it's also been fixing Generation 1's bullshit, and that makes it
How?
okay.
What do you
Pikachu
mean?
has double kick now.
Okay.
Unless
If
you...
we're talking red and blue, you didn't even get that bitch in the first place. You chose between the 3 starters.
What do you mean? Couldn't you catch his Pikachu in Viridian
Yeah,
Forest?
you should catch him in the forest, but guess what? You probably looked at him and said, "Who's this yellow rat?"
Pikachu is in Viridian Forest, but cannot do anything to...
The point is that Pikachu has double kick, so he can fight Brock.
The funny thing is, we looked this up earlier, so...
But you don't get Mankey.
No!
Mankey literally serves the same purpose.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Brian, if you're playing red or blue,
No, yeah, you are correct. You can't. But we're talking about 2 different games at that point.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the fact that Pikachu has double kick in this game. We are literally talking about the fact that he didn't have it in yellow. And thus, he was literally useless against Brock. Because you had to go get Mankey. But if we're playing red and blue, you have 2 starters that fuck Brock's day.
But if
you have another starter that if you level him up and literally turn him into a chameleon, even if we're talking just red, he can fuck Brock's Pokemon up with Scratch.
If you pick Charmander, you have
But we've talked about that.
We've talked about this.
You basically have to grind to get around the bad
Just because
game
Pikachu
design.
has double kick does not
because
do anything. The fact that you don't have a Pokemon that can easily beat Brock is the same reason about the Pokemon game that I said the Pokemon fan game that I was going to make. Brock's whole purpose is that he's trying to tell you, hey bitch, you need to get another Pokemon or else you're gonna be fucked.
I mean, literally, the entire concept of Brock, where he's at, is to teach you either need to catch a Pokemon that works.
That is fucking
Look,
bullshit.
you're not. You didn't. Let me
No,
finish.
no, no, no. What's the mechanics of the game?
You either
Catching
need to-
Pokemon. How do we teach the player to catch Pokemon?
But they don't
We
teach-
teach them to catch it.
Look, it's teaching you to either catch a Pokemon that works or grind.
Funny, we talked about this earlier,
But
and
if
now
you're
you're...
going to use...
I'm going to use the argument, which is funny because we talked about this earlier. The reason I say that is bullshit when people talk about that with Brock is because with Brock, in red and blue, first of all, Mankey is only in red, so if you have blue and Charmeleon,
Again.
you are fucked.
Hey.
You are 6
Hey.
ways to Sunday
Listen.
fucked.
Listen, what do you do if you decide you don't want to grind a Charmeleon?
There's nothing you can catch in red.
What do you
do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
You restart the game.
And you pick a Pokemon that beats
But
Brock.
that's bad.
You have two,
How
you
much-
have, you have
how
two
much-
options.
how much-
It's either
How much progress did you
grind
lose?
Charmeleon. It's either grind Charmeleon, or
Now, you know,
start the game over and pick a starter that's better against Brock.
you know what?
Or you do the one that is obviously an option and go catch a Nidoran and level it up and let it learn double kick.
Not in red and blue, you don't.
Yes, in red and blue
No.
you do.
No.
They are right over there. in
No,
that same patch of grass where
Brian,
you go get
Brian,
Mankey.
no.
I
no.
played the fucking
No.
game.
No,
You,
in
no,
red and blue,
stop.
They don't get
Let,
double
no,
kick.
Come on,
Hold-
tell me.
let me, no, Nidorans are there. In red and blue, they learn double kick at level 45 or 42. They, in yellow, drop
did
double
12.
kicks, learn level, so that you could use Nidoran. In red and blue, you have no options to beat Brock if you pick the Charmander line as your starter.
Yes, you do.
No.
You still have options.
No,
You don't.
you have an option in red. Blue, you are fucked.
No.
Mankey isn't in red.
No,
again.
Mankey was moved.
Hey,
Carson Mankey's after Brock.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
you still have an option.
You are
But if I
forced.
have to restart the game, that
No,
means
no.
I am effectively in a
Is this
dead
Route
game.
22?
Okay, guys. So my question of the day is: do you guys understand the point me and Carson were trying to make about Generation 1 and why we think it wasn't really play tested or designed that well? I hate that if you pick Charmander, you're pretty much fucked over in red and blue. That does not feel play tested, and my evidence to support this theory is the fact that in yellow they moved Mankey to Route 22 and the Nidoran lines learned double kick earlier. This is to help buffer out the team so that Charmander players are not completely fucked over. Brock is not an intelligently designed difficulty scaling idea and a teaching tool. He is a poorly implemented mechanical error that no one really thought about, And it's pretty obvious seeing that they made major changes in yellow, but I'm rambling at this point. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.